Welcome back again to today's video. If you are new on this channel, welcome. My name is Sandra and I am your host here. My returning viewers, my OG, thank you so much for coming back again to today's video. Just like the topic says, I'm going to tell you guys about 5 inexpensive balms that you can use for your children. You do not have to have all 5 of these balms, but you can have at least 1 or 2. You don't have to have all of these balms. So I'm a strong believer in the fact that children come from heaven with everything that they need to survive. So with children, you really don't need to try too much. If you follow this channel, you know that this has been my mantra. With children, you don't need to try too much. The basic things work just fine for them. However, I know how some parents like to go the extra mile, to provide more things, more explicit things for their children, which is not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. But here on this channel, I create content for moms on a budget, moms that with the basic things you can work something out. So I'm going to be sharing some balms or some cream that in my opinion are very good for children and have helped my own child. Now, once again, please take whatever I say here with a grain of salt. It is not dermatological advice. It is not medical advice. It is just from one clueless mom, one mom that has tried it, to the other. Now, without further ado, let me start by number one. The number one cream, your holy grail that you should have in your baby's diaper bag or should have for your children is this Vaseline Blue Seal. Trust me, this thing does wonders. But try to buy the original one because I know that there are a lot of there are a lot of dupes right now in the market. Try to buy the original one. Go to a trusted baby items vendor. You should be able to get an original one there. This Vaseline Blue Seal does every single thing. Some people even use it for their children, some use it for their toddler. I personally, moving forward, when my son transitions to being a toddler, this is what I'm going to use. This is a healing balm. If there's rashes on your baby's body, it also helps with, before you put on diaper for your babies, you can just put this. It stops diaper rash and all of those things. Like this thing, I swear by it. It's a holy grail. Look at how much we've used, as big as it is. This is not his cream. This is just what we use as like a healing balm. I remember that there was a time I was putting this on his novel. There was a time I was putting this on his circumcision as well. There was also this time that he had so much rashes, and after he healed it with his topical cream for rashes, this was what I used to just even out his skin tone. So yes, number one, get this really inexpensive. I think I got this jar for less than, I don't know now, but I think I got it for less than 2,000. I don't know how much it will be now. But if you can find your hands, if you can get this for your children, please get this. It's very important. The second cream that is very important that you need for your children is coconut oil. Personally, this is what my son uses. This is the cream that he rubs, like his body cream. Now, it doesn't have to be this brand of coconut oil. Any good brand or any trusted brand or anyone that you know that makes coconut oil, just get coconut oil for your children. Personally, this jar, I think this bottle I bought for 2,600. I like it so much. It is natural and it's so good for my son. It's so fine on his skin. Some adults even use coconut oil. That's to show you how good it is. It is natural and I really like it. Now, I know that some people like to use Johnson's baby oil and all those other oils for children. Not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. But if you are on a budget, because I know that those things can be on the high side sometimes. If you're on a budget and you really don't have money to buy all of these things, then this is a good bet for you. Just buy any brand of coconut oil, but make sure that you trust them. You can use it for both skin and hair. Yes, for both skin and hair. It makes your children's skin so luscious and so good. Now, holy grail, everyone knows pseudo cream. This is not too inexpensive. It's not too inexpensive. It's a bit on the high side, but it is really good and a little goes a long way. This is how much we have used. This is a topical cream for children. Your heat rashes, your eczema, whatever it is, all the bobo that happens to children, this thing fights it. Now, this is not the only topical cream there is in the market. There is this baby tributan. There is citrusin. I think that's what it's called. Any topical cream at all that your baby pediatrician permits or that you have used that is good, you can use it. But for me over here, I use pseudo cream as the topical cream for my son, and it works wonders. But one thing I do is that when I start using the topical cream and I see that the rashes is starting to fade, I continue with Vaseline Blue Seal, because I don't want my son's skin to rely solely on topical creams to heal, whatever blemish he has on his skin. I like the natural antioxidants that he has in his body to just kind of fight off those rashes or skin problems. So I start with pseudo cream. When I see that it is getting better, like it's starting to fade off, then I'll continue with Vaseline Blue Seal or coconut oil, as the case may be. Now, another thing that I do not use, but I can swear by, is shea butter, Ori. If you do now, like I said in the beginning, you don't have to have all of this. Just have either two of these, maybe one topical cream and coconut oil. You need all of these things for your baby's skin. So Ori is very important. It's shea butter, the African shea butter. Make sure you are buying from an original plug, somebody that buys the original one, not someone that not someone that mixes. If you can lay your hands on a very good Ori, Ori does everything. Ori is a healing balm. Ori can serve as body cream. Ori can serve as hair cream. Ori does everything. Typically, everything you can think of, Ori does. Ori can even serve as a topical cream, like the goodness that is in that Ori shea butter, African shea butter. Like I can't even start explaining. So if you can get your hands on Ori now, be careful. There are a lot of mixed Oris out there in the market. If you can get your hands on someone that produces really good Oris, please get it. You are going to see the difference in your baby's skin. Now, the very last one that I'm going to talk about, that I don't think is very popular right now, like a lot of people do not talk about it, is cannel oil. Yes, cannel oil. I can understand the smell, but cannel oil works wonders. Cannel oil is a healing balm. Cannel oil, you can, okay, no, I don't think you can rub it on your hair. I've not heard of people rubbing it on their hair, but you can. It's a healing balm. I remember when we did circumcision for my son, it was cannel oil I was using to heal the whole thing. Cannel oil and Vaseline Blue Seal. My mom brought the original canola oil from the village that she was there when they made it. Canola oil is very good. Canola oil does anything you can think of. In fact, lately I even found out that you can cook with canola oil. Like canola oil does everything. All of these things that I've talked about are mostly natural products that you can use for your children. Now, this is not to take away from the mothers that use, all this other baby cream, and that's very good, very 100%. But if you're a mom on a budget and you don't have the money to spend on all of these really expensive cream, you don't have the money to spend on all of these other expensive things, then you should try one of these that I've used. What are you using for your baby? Are you seeing any difference? What natural remedies are you using for your baby's skin? Please share with me in the comment section. I like to read from you guys. I like to see from your own point of view. And yes, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment to this video. And on to my next upload, guys. Be well.